Hello everyone and welcome to the new episode of the Learn and Trade with Popeye. Today I want to, let's say, go against a little common knowledge, that is to buy low and sell high. And my provocation is buy low, sell high. Not really, I mean, or at least not always. In this video I will try to explain what are the right context where we have to buy low and sell high, and actually when this is not really applied. So how the context changes might affect this very simple and stupid strategy that everybody is talking about, and to be more realistic on what the price action is doing. Before moving to the chart, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and a like if you enjoy my video, and also make sure to trade with me on Bluefin. You will find my referral link down in the description below, here below the video. And if you trade with me on Bluefin, you will be first eligible to a 20% discount on trading fees, and also you will be able to participate to all the cool campaign we run with the Bluefin team. But without further ado, let's go and check some chart. So you will see many people on X and on YouTube always mentioning this buy low, sell high, or sell high and buy low, to reinforce, let's say, a common concept. Then whenever the price goes down, is wise to buy, and you sell when the price goes up. And especially now with the recent price action, every time the price is bouncing a little bit, everybody was saying, have you bought low, or have you bought at the deep, and so on. So I'll try to keep this video very simple and short, because actually it's a pretty common, pretty simple concept, but is to remind everyone that price can just do three things. Price action can only do three things. That is uptrending. So when we clearly form higher highs followed by higher lows, it can downtrend when the price is forming lower lows and lower highs, and it can range, so basically not doing any sort of proper structure, but is going sideways in a range environment. So whenever we analyze the price, form a bias, understand the context, I think these three very stupid and simple concepts should be very well understood and very well interiorized on your analysis. Because especially when we try to apply the concept buy low and sell high, the context will tell us if this very simple strategy is effective or not. And no need to say that in an uptrend, for sure is wise not to buy high, but to wait some sort of low to be formed. Since it's an uptrend, we assume the low will be higher low. So in that case, buying low and selling high is potentially a very wise strategy. Same applies basically for ranges, where you do have a resistance and a support, where the strategy again of buying low, so as close as possible to support, range low, value area low, or whatever you want to call it, and selling high at resistance, so level that you clearly identify and map, whatever is your style, it makes sense. So we buy low, we sell high. Where this strategy doesn't make sense or is potentially dangerous, in a clear downtrend. Because in this downtrend, if you buy low and you try to sell higher, probably you will not be able to sell higher, and the price will go down and potentially stopping you out. And you will say, okay, thank you, Pops, it's nothing special, nothing important. But I think these concepts are important when we then have to deeply understand the concept of market structure and the fact that price is fractal. So what does it mean? That every sort of price action and time frame you will look will have some fractal inside itself. So if this is a daily chart, there will be inside this daily chart a lower structure, a lower time frame structure on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, that do something like this. So it's uptrending, locally downtrending, again reversing, and starting to uptrend again. So the fractal part of this price action is what is important for us to determine whatever we are correctly buying low to sell high or not. So to give a very simple example here on the Bitcoin chart, over the past months here, Bitcoin is clearly uptrending, has been clearly uptrending, but locally it has had a moment of clear downtrend, like we had here. So what is the point of understanding price action, market structure, and the fact that price is fractal? That if you try on the potentially, 4 hour time frame, try to buy low and sell high along this move, you are doing it wrong, because the price is clearly going down. So the approach of buying low and selling high in this specific context is wrong, or at least is not giving you proper return, because you are stopped out and you are counter-fighting the trend. While if we zoom out and we try to buy low and sell high in this structure, that is a bigger structure, it's a potentially constructive approach, constructive strategy, because you try to buy somewhere here for some reason, I don't know, for a support or resistance level that we have here, and you're buying properly low to sell high. So this video is being recorded on Tuesday, 21st of October. And the problem here that we have in the Bitcoin price action is that it, at least currently, now this video is not meant to be a prediction of what will happen in the Bitcoin price action, is that people will say buy low, and will keep telling you to buy low what is a clear, at least for the moment, downtrend going down. So this is the important part of forming a bias, and this is the important part of always starting from a higher time frame. So we want to try to buy where the structure that we are analyzing is potentially forming a low, So we say that Bitcoin is still uptrending in this potential structure. So we do have, for example, a support and resistance level here. We can have potentially some Fibonacci extension that give us some level of where potentially the next low can be printed. And we have also the structure to help us. So in case, for example, for Bitcoin, we know that there is a low potentially here and a low potentially here. So according to the kind of time frame you are looking, the last low is this or this. So let me show it more clearly. If we look at the weekly structure, potentially the structure is still this: high, low, high, low, high. So this is the high, this is the high, so potentially the low is down here. So on the weekly, we know that we are still very far away from that potential low. If we look on the daily, we can find another sort of structure that is potentially this one, where we had this high here, this low here, then arguably this high here, this low here, this high here, and potentially now this high is broken. So this structure is potentially already broken, and in this structure that we are forming here, buying high and buying low is not anymore just based on structure level, not anymore a wise move, because potentially we have a first breaking structure somehow similar to the one we had here, and you see what happened here. We continue to move lower. on a well-established support and resistance level. So same is applying here, is the consciousness, the awareness of which kind of structure, so structure that looks like this, you want to trade, and be aware of if you are still in a bullish structure or not. So with a very brief checking on this structure, we can say that in this structure that we are checking here, so where we had highs, lows, highs is broken, here we started to go down, then highs are broken here, the structure is again bullish, we had a low formed here, we had a high formed here, then potentially this is our new low, this is potentially our new high. So in this case, buying low, selling high, here is losing its effectiveness because this is finally broken, same as we had back here. Can Bitcoin change and move? Yes, for sure. This is not something permanent, it's something evolving, it's something developing. But we can expect that after this break that we have here, bearish here, to have something like this and potentially something going down. When this will be invalidated, this potential scenario, as it was invalidated here, it will be invalidated when the high is broken. So now, as long as this is the low, we have to look for an high. So here, either this high is invalidated and then we look for the move down, or as long as this high is not invalidated, any high printed below that one could potentially be a future lower high of this downtrend that we have selected here. So in this case, until this is not invalidated, we can expect this kind of structure to continue to go down. How this can be monitored? Again, thanks to the fact that price is fractal. So if we go in lower time frame once again, we know that for the price to break the daily structure, it has to start to break the 4-hour structure, as it did here. Low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. So the structure here is still intact going down, and then finally here is broken. So we didn't need to wait for an initial change in structure on the daily, but we could see on the 4-hour in the lower time frame, and the same can be applied here. So whenever we want to go to break this, we will first need to break this, that is the 4-hour structure that somehow we have here. This structure is still confirming what we saw on higher time frame when we broke this low here. So what we can say that if this start to break, now it could make sense, if this initial one would break, it could make sense again to buy low and sell high, because at least we have violated a structure. If this happen, then our interest is again, we broke the high, we are looking for a potential higher lows. So here there was the first potential change in structure, we are looking for somewhere here to see this structure changing, because this will be the initial change of this structure. In this case, buying low, selling high makes sense. But until this is not violated, we have to remember that here we started to move down because we violated a low. And also in the lower time frame structure, we are still in this game of potentially going down. So do not jump in the conclusion that always buying low and selling high is the right choice. And sometimes buying low here is not so smart as buying low potentially after a breakout structure. So while this might look a smart move because we are buying lower, actually here it's potentially safer and smarter because you buy low after something has changed in a clear downtrend. There was a very bullish market structure break. So buying low here is a completely different game than buying low here. People like to fade moves, so they will tell you I try to buy as low as possible. But in this case, you buy low without any sort of confirmation, at least in terms of market structure. So buying low, selling high, yes, whenever the price is going up, whenever the price is going up, whenever the price is going sideways, but when it's going down, it's better to wait to buy low after there is some sort of break. So if the price keep going down like this, we are not interested to buy it here. But if the price suddenly does this, then we are interested to buy low here. So remember that you are not missing out anything not to buying here, because you don't know if this will happen, if this break will happen. So this potentially keep going down, so you believed to be an hero of buying here, but anyhow you are ending up as a pure stupid that is still buying a downtrend. So sometimes, especially in downtrend, it's better to buy after some sort of change of structure. You don't buy as much as low as you wanted, but you buy with a more clear reasoning behind it, and especially with a much more clear invalidation, because now you know you have a structure. Here the structure was broken. If this break of structure is real the good one, there is no reason to come down below this one, so your invalidation will be more clear and more let's say safer. Remember, in case you want to take any sort of trade setup using this very simple concept, to do it with me with Bluffin, you will find the referral link on the description below, and you will also enjoy a 20% discount on trading fees. Bluffin is non-KYC, so it's very simple to join. Just you need an email address and you can immediately start to use it and to trade it without sharing any personal information. The last explanation here in the Bitcoin chart, not explanation but example, is the fact that buying low, selling high in a downtrend, it's a very dangerous endeavor. Even though many people like to look smart for catching perfect bottom and perfect top, when you do it in a clear downtrend, believe me, it's not so smart, it's not such a smart move. In the case we explain here, we violated this law, so here the structure is potentially bearish, so it's much safer than to buying here, buying somewhere here. As I was explaining, when the structure is broken, should the structure be broken, you know that when the structure is broken, now you can look for a dip, and when you look for a dip, you know that there is a structure that will help you to invalidate this trade that is below this low here. You will have your target wherever you want, but now you are trying to buy low and sell high in a structure that has changed, in a concept, in a context that has changed from the one we were having before. Same applies to all the time frame. As I was saying, you can do the weekly, you can do the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, but remember always that if you want to see a change in structure in a higher time frame, you should always start from a lower time frame. So in a lower time frame, you will wait for a start of this change of behavior we want to see on the price, and this change of behavior will allow you to try to buy low and sell high, and to have much more clear invalidation on the new established structure. So if the structure is truly changed, now you will know that your invalidation should be a confirmed move in structure. So price should not go lower than here, and price should go higher than here, because the structure is a new, potentially revolving structure. So just wanted to make this video to clarify a little bit this concept of people posting clickbait content, say buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. But since I saw it many times posted in the recent day when Bitcoin has established at least locally a downtrend, it doesn't make sense. It makes much more sense to wait if this downtrend is somehow resolved, at least in a lower time frame, and then in that case we go back to buying low and selling high, as we did in the uptrend that we had in the recent weeks and months. So just try to be smart, just try to understand the concept and trade accordingly. I think is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to leave a comment and a like, and to trade with me with Bluffin. We see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye.